Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a great evening. I've drank 3 bottles of water. I mean, I've pissed 3 times in the past hour and I still had to stop to piss again. It's crazy. This is insane. The heat, I swear the heat in this place is absolutely killer. It is hot as hell. This is something that's going to take getting used to. It's going to take me a while to get used to the heat in Texas. It's like I just got done getting used to 14-degree winters in New Hampshire, and my body was acclimating to it being way colder. Like I was finally starting to become New Hampshire man. Man that could walk out to his mailbox in boxers and a t-shirt to pick up his mail before the morning shower. And right after that, it's this. I clean my car with Mr. Clean and a microfiber cloth like twice a day. I am disgusted at sweat on my steering wheel or sweat in any part of this car. Like I wind up cleaning my car out 2 or 3 times a day just so that it doesn't fucking have a, like I don't want sweat all over. It makes me sick. But I keep everything nice and clean. I'm happy to do that. Had a really interesting day. Made some new friends. I enjoyed the new friends that I've made. I don't know if it's I don't know what it's I don't know why. It was just been easier to make friends in Texas than it was in New York City, or to meet new people. We'll see how it goes. Met some really interesting, crazy people. But like my brand of crazy, I like this type of crazy. You know, it's a quality brand of crazy. I'm happy to. Okay. $106 in Montana. Holy shit, man. That's freaking crazy. I'm gonna get on the expressway here. Okay, where are we going? Oh, this way. Okay, gotta catch up a little bit. I gotta catch up. Little meme car. Come on, meme. Vroom. Yes, meme car, yes! Good little meme. Who's a good meme? You're a good meme. You're a good meme. You're a very good meme. Let's go on. My plans are done for the evening. My plans are done. Hung out with some interesting people I'm gonna be working with, people who are talented, shooting the shit, making plans. Also, somebody that knows the people that I work with. That's really cool. Yeah, had an interesting day, getting a nice little tour around Austin. I got to go to the Soho House. It's this like fancy schmancy club that costs $3,000 a year to join, where lunch is $50. Oh my god! Every woman in that place was made of plastic. Holy shit! It was so many bad facelifts. So weird. Guys, promise you're never gonna let me get a facelift. Promise. Promise. Let me age gracefully. But I'm pretty excited. I'm looking forward to. I got a bunch of shit I gotta go through tomorrow. A bunch of different meetings. I gotta meet with a contractor about a renovation of what could potentially be a new store here. And if it's not possible to use that as a new store, then I gotta start building hunting. Hunting for buildings that would make a potential good store. Good makerspace, good store, good stuff. No, this is a good contractor. It's not mine. That's how you know it's good. Somebody who has a brain picked it. But there's a getting back to New. I got a bunch of stuff I got to read up on too. A lot of planning. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. No cowboy hat. My Banana Republic douchebag outfit will do for now. I'm gonna have the same Banana Republic douchebag outfit that I always have. I gotta say, it is nice that you could actually drive in Austin. Like, there are times where there's a lot of traffic, especially if you go to Central downtown on Friday or Saturday night. That can be a little annoying. But for the most part, I can actually drive here. It's drivable. You see? I'm sticking to my commitment to not upload videos to my main channel for a while. I'm gonna milk that fucking Subway grade for all it's worth. I'm gonna milk that Subway grade for every last dime. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna fix my life if it kills me. I'm gonna fix my life. I'm excited about fixing my life. You can always reinvent yourself, and I hope that's the... Like, I hope 5 years from now to be able to tell the full story of everything. But you can always, I want to be able to tell a positive story 5 years from now. And I want the lesson to it to be, you can always reinvent yourself. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. Was just an experiment. I said at New Year's, I said like, I'm gonna be out of New York by the end of the year. Even if my business is still there, even if I still may have a residence there, I just want the experience of being out by the end of the year. I want to go someplace where I can be completely free to like start thinking about my life decisions, where I have failed, what I could do differently. I was never gonna move to a town with 400 people. Like, that was just never gonna happen. But I just needed that. I needed to do that. And I set my New Year's resolution, and I signed my lease on December 30th. So I got, I got my driver's license on the 31st. Got my plates in my car that say New Hampshire on the 31st. I gotta re-register my car in Texas though, so I can get tints. Because if I don't have tints, I'm going to wind up using half of my battery on air conditioning. You need tints here. It's fucking crazy. It's hot constantly. So I got to get some really nice tints in my car. I wonder what the legal limit is here, and I also wonder if they actually enforce it. In New York, you could have tints where you can't see shit through the car, and they just don't care. Everybody has crazy tints in New York. Because you have to be able to commit crimes in the car and not be seen by the police. I think that's what they're thinking. No, Aaron, I was with some friends, but they wanted to play soccer, and I can't play soccer because I sprained my quadricep, and I'm waiting for that to heal. So I figured I would just get some work done. So I was doing my work, and then I was prepared. New Hampshire's kind of boring, to be honest with you. Like, New Hampshire is massively boring in contrast to this. I don't know how to... I don't think New Hampshire would have been healthy for me in the I don't think New Hampshire would have been healthy for me. I'm not a rural person. I think that my brain would start to die if I lived in the absolute middle of nowhere. You know, I need the challenge, the excitement of a city. I need the challenge. I want to be able to, like, move. I want to live someplace where I can, you know, live in a nice, quiet, suburban area. But if I want to be challenged and I want to meet new people and I want to try new shit, I have the option of driving to a city. New Hampshire does not have a city. And don't call Manchester a city. That's a... I don't know what the fuck Manchester is, but that ain't... A city it ain't. In the middle of the day, oh no, it's completely dead. New Hampshire would be a retirement home state, but the property tax is 2.2%, so it's gonna fucking drain your savings. If granted, now Texas has high property tax. It does, and that's a big deterrent when you consider how high the property prices are in Austin. However, what makes Texas a winner is it comes with a place of purpose. Combined, Long Island's not perfect. Get the no fucking way. No, not even close. Hell no. No Long Island. Anyway, I appreciate the $2, but no Long Island. But I don't use a cabin overheat protection. I use the fan, but I don't use the air conditioning heat protection because that'll just kill the battery here. But what I need to do is get tin so that it's less of an issue. What was my point? Where was I going? Yeah, like this place, you know, it's kind of more, it's an expensive area, but if it comes with a job that has some level of job security to it, and also opportunity, then I'll take it. It's an even trade at that point. That's an even trade. That's it. I'll take that trade. Michelle says, who the hell lives in New Hampshire permanently? Lumberjacks? Well, I think lumberjacks and people that bought their house when a house was $50,000 that are now driven insane by the fact that their shitty little house is worth $400,000 to $800,000. It's got some nice vacation-y looking areas. I would love to have a house in Walpole someday. I'd really love to have a house in Walpole someday. Like a fancy giant house in Walpole with a giant living room. They're just like, if you live in Walpole, like, what the fuck do you do? You don't do anything. Like, you have to be a lumberjack. The only things you're surrounded by are trees. So the only thing that you could do is cut down trees. Yeah, Aaron, I got a lot to put together. I know how to put together a soldering workspace. I don't know how to put together a proper makerspace. Let me learn as you go. My workshops that I did in Manhattan were very successful. I would have 26 or 27 people show up in a day. And they were happy to come learn something. So I'd like to do that here. Like, that's the thing. Like, buying a house was something I thought of when I was in a long-term relationship with Erica, and I'm thinking of settling down someplace, and my life had stability to it. My life doesn't have any of that shit right now. Like, you don't buy a house when you're not even dating. I mean, or like when you're not even with somebody, because the person you're with is going to have a different idea on what they want out of life and where they want to live. So you're going to wind up selling it and moving somewhere else anyway. But more importantly, it's like you don't settle down someplace. The whole idea of buying a route somewhere. I don't know what the fuck I'm going or what I'm doing. So buying a house is something that's kind of not really something that's in my head. Baby, you're the one. There's no such thing as people who value. I'm in Austin. This is not Texas. Don't get the idea that where I live, where this is Texas. Austin is New York City, but with Greg Abbott as a governor. This is New York City, like in every way, shape, and form. If you spend enough time walking around, it's a very interesting place. But it's pretty much in New York. This is very, very New Yorkish. I'm not answering that shit unless you super chat $50, Sonic. I can't answer the same question 50 times a day. Give me $50 super chat. That's a $50 super chat. That's a paywall. That's a microtransaction. That's a subscription, actually. You gotta subscribe to be able to ask that question. I don't mean the free YouTube subscription. I mean you gotta pay me. If you pay me, I will answer that question. I will answer that question for money. $50. Yeah, a house is great if you have a stable situation. A house doesn't really make sense in something like this. I know, Sonic. I know. It's the free market right there. That's called the free market setting prices. $50. Just like the free market in New York City landlord rent. And New York City commercial property. That's the free market, baby. The demand is greater than the supply. The demand for insight, the demand for information on my love life is greater than the supply of incentive to share it. Therefore, that's how that works. Alright. I'm gonna charge this piece of shit. Gotta plug in my piece of shit meme car. Here, little meme. Alright, meme, I'm gonna. Thank you, Fresh. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I think the best part of the Texas trip so far was getting a job at a place where I think I can make an honest-to-God fucking difference. I think where I can do something. I want to bring structure to this organization. We're going to do some cool shit. Yeah. The world will be changed. I did, Aaron. I'm not posting videos to my main channel. I'm serious. There's no point in posting videos to that channel. Okay, here's two things. When the algorithm goes on some stupid bent where it starts, when the algorithm goes in a stupid bent where it starts recommending stupid shit I did 2 or 4 years ago, you break the inertia with the algorithm when you post a new video. I'm not breaking that inertia. Fuck that. Like, if YouTube wants to give me $900 a day for a retarded video that I did last year that most people, based on the comments of that video, don't even want to see, I'm not going to interrupt YouTube while YouTube is doing something dumb. Like, I will happily, I spent about $1,000 on this road trip for essentially what came out to a job interview. And yeah, I'll happily make that money back. I don't mind. My channel usually makes $50 to $120 a day. If I can get $900 a day or some crazy shit like that, yeah. So I'm only posting stuff here because if I post stuff to the other channel, not only will it only get 0.5% to 1% viewership like most of my stuff, but it will actually fuck up that video, which is currently getting 60,000 views an hour. Like, I just treated everybody I went out with to dinner today because it's like, if I make $900 in a day, I'll buy you guys dinner at a nice restaurant, I'll be nice. But the point is, yeah, so I'm gonna post stuff to the live channel. Like, I'm gonna get the bag. I'll let YouTube give me money for nothing. And it's so fucking stupid how this works. This algorithm shit is so retarded that it genuinely encourages you to not make good content. It encourages you to make shit. Because when it recommends shit, and it actually stops recommending everything else, if you upload something that's not shit, then it's essentially punishing you for uploading something of value. And again, I would be fucking stupid to turn down the amount of money that they're giving me for that. Now, I would do that if my normal good content's got... Again, if my normal stuff... One second, I'm going to plug them. I'll be right back. I got to set up this stupid charge point station. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back, because I have to... One moment. Be right back. BRB. Anyway, where were we? Okay, here we go. So, anyway, what was I saying? So, like, even if I fucked up the viewership on the video that I made a year ago, but like my normal videos reached maybe 5 or even 10% of my audience, I would still keep doing them. But the combination of the new videos I do reaching an audience of 0.5% of my viewers combines with the fact that releasing something new on that channel will actually fuck up the algorithm while it's glitching and recommending shit tier content to 60,000 people an hour. I can't do that. That's just stupid. So the way the system works right now, by the way, look at this. This is an electric vehicle charger. Check this shit out. Look at this. Look at this. Wait, look at this. This is worse than the wiring on my electric, but holy shit. What the fuck is this? Why is this burned? I should not be attaching my car to that. Fucking shit. People wonder why Tesla is the leader in electric vehicles. Because if you get anything other than a Tesla, you're stuck charging at shitholes like this. Like, at least if I wanted to plug into a supercharger, I could. But anyway. One sec. Be right back. Jeez. But yeah, as I was saying, you'd have to be a moron to not only interrupt the algorithm while it's recommending that video to people and paying you for that video, to upload content that will be viewed by nobody. That would be stupid. So yeah, I meant to upload that video to this channel, and any sort of video that I feel like I should do over the next several, probably days to weeks, I'm just going to be using this channel instead of the other. And I may make a community post on the main channel to explain it. I'll probably do a community post on the main channel to explain it. Like, there's a couple of things I wanted to cover, like this motorcycle vest that a year and a half ago, this motor that had a subscription model for the motorcycle vest for the airbags to deploy, and people are still buying that piece of shit. So I thought it would be interesting video to go over the fact that that thing is still successful. I'd suggest monitoring it. Yeah, I'm not going to sleep next to my car. I'm going to sleep in the hotel. Michelle, I probably should have not attached that to my car, but I'm lazy. Okay. I'll sue the hotel if it goes on fire. If it goes on fire, I'll sue the hotel. What is your first day at Initech? I don't know what Initech is. I like Texas, but Texas doesn't have enough state parks in the airspace or flying, so it's kind of boring. Yeah, I'm not going to go to parks because that would require going outside, and it's too hot here to do that. Cash in while you can, why not cash in on YouTube stupidity? 60,000 views an hour, bro. I swear, I do a video on something related to right to repair. After 2 days, it gets 20,000 views. Do a board repair, 7,000 views in a week. Yeah, if they want to, and again, if you read the comments on that video, admittedly, I've been kind of insulting them, and I probably should stop doing that. I pinned a comment because everybody keeps saying, this is a fucking stupid video. Why don't you propose a solution, you dumbass? Into the video, a minute in, I specifically refer to another video I did with a 25-minute solution. And I also pinned the comment with the solution. But nobody checks that video because most of the people getting that video in their feed are retards that don't actually read. If they could read, they wouldn't have. If they knew how to read, they wouldn't be spending their time on YouTube leaving dumbass comments to begin with. But that's another story. But like, most of the people getting that video, they don't like it. They don't want it. They don't like what they even perceive the message to be. And the message I had is not the message they think it is. But like, they don't even want that video. And YouTube is showing it to them anyway. It's like, it's fucking amazing. It's amazing to me. Okay. I know you're confused, Kurt. Let's see. Many people are confused. I don't have any patience, boy. I'm kind of an asshole. You're confident the algorithm on your main channel is broken or in general? Well, it's broken in general, but it's broken in different ways at different times for different people. Like on my main channel, I think like 4 months ago is when I started getting massively fucked. 4 months ago, my main channel started to perform worse than it did 7 years ago. So the last time that I had 1 to 2 million views a month was 7 years ago. And 7 years ago, I had about 8,000 subscribers, like 5 to 8,000. Yeah. So like even if my content was really boring, let's say 99% of my viewers said fuck this guy, they would still be higher. But like it does that. There'll be these ups and downs where it just takes a really it's done this since 2015 where it like takes a really stupid video and it recommends it to everybody. So I'm probably going to be living on the live channel for a while. I'm going to get that great money while the great money is there. I seriously think I'll actually wind up paying for the entire Texas road trip off of 2 days of that fucking great. One moment, I gotta take a piss. Be right back. That was a good piss. I'll tell you what. Eli the computer guy's tips on content creation success. Now, I owe Eli a lot when it comes to content creation. He's the one that gave me the idea to do this shit to begin with, honestly. If it wasn't for him, this YouTube channel wouldn't exist. I'm being 100% serious. I'll always give respect to Eli the computer guy. We give each other a lot of shit because we have our disagreements on things, but I will always give respect to Eli the computer guy. He has earned it from me. Have you tried cross-platform posting the Rumble? Dude, Rumble is a joke. I get like 2 cents. I literally get like 1 to 3 cents a video on Rumble. I appreciate it, and I will still continue posting there, but it's like, yeah. Number one fangirl here. I think I found your channel from the great video. Oh, dear God. So have you gotten a job? I did. I have to finalize all the deal tomorrow. Right now I have a handshake deal. I don't have a handshake deal is great, but a handshake deal can always be undone. What I'd like to have is a full deal, and that's we got to sort that shit out tomorrow and the day after. But I am excited. I have so much work to do. It's ridiculous. I have so much stuff I have to do. I feel like I'm behind by 2 years. This guy asked if I would help him build all this stuff 2 years ago, and like I didn't because I was busy with my own company, my own business, my own stuff. I don't know what Inatic is. Also, stop spamming. You posted that thing earlier, and I told you, and I already answered it, and then you copied and pasted it. Copying and pasting of things is very frowned upon here, so you're going to get a timeout. Actually, you may not get a timeout because this fucking YouTube app doesn't work. All right, here we go. Now I do. You get a timeout. Copying and pasting is not cool. Copying and pasting is not cool. Is Louis peeing in the toilet, shower, sink, balcony, window? Shower is, I don't like that. The toilet, it's always going to kind of, the piss is going to jump off of the toilet and kind of splatter around. Even if you aim and you get it in the toilet, there's always going to be a little bit of splatter because of the distance. If you piss in the sink, the distance is short enough that it's not going to splatter, but also you're able to wash your dick during the entire process, which I think is important. I don't think people wash their dick enough. I just got signed on with Leidos myself. What's Leidos? Leidos? What is Leidos? Is it purely the algorithm or something more interesting? It's depressing. I really hope this isn't the direction America is headed. What do you mean? What direction America is headed? Oh, you mean people not thinking for themselves? Just sit like girls. But then how? No. Why? It's unnecessary. Okay, firstly, you're gonna... No. I'll sit to take a shit. I'm not gonna sit to take a piss. Also, you're gonna have to use the sink to wash your dick anyway. And don't tell me you're one of those people that uses toilet paper after you take a piss, because then you're gonna have dry piss on the end of your... If you had piss on your hand, would you take a toilet paper? Would you take toilet paper and just wipe it? No, you wouldn't. You'd wash your fucking hands, because that's what... Because you're not a fucking animal. You need to wash your dick after each use. It's important to wash your dick after each use. There's no negotiating that. I'm not negotiating that with you guys. Are they purely an e-commerce security group? Who's they? Yes, Daryl. That's not my name. / Okay, we're gonna start timing people out that can't spell my name. We're gonna start timing you out. If you can't spell my name, you got to go. You got to go. You're gonna go. That's what I like most about all the old school videos, watching the learning happening along with Jaeger. I guess they used to have a little bit of funny. I'm excited to see all the stuff you need to learn. Yo, I need to learn how to be a venture capitalist. I need to learn how to work with other people in an organization. Like, I mean, at my business, I'm a dictator, you know? Like, I am the dictator. I am the boss. And I'm not, I guess I'm kind of like a semi-dictator here. New Hampshire's beautiful. I don't know why you moved to Texas. It's just too hot. There's no opportunity in New Hampshire. There's no there's no opportunity in New Hampshire. There's like, it's a crumbling place. Every town seems like it's kind of crumbling. It just seems like there's been brain drain over the past like 20 to 30 years of people leaving. Like, walk around Seabrook, for instance. Just walk around the town of Seabrook. It just looks like everything there is crumbling, old, falling apart. It's kind of sad. It's like, I would vacation in Walpole. I could consider going there for like a 2 or 4 day retreat if I needed to de-stress. But living there for the rest of my life, I don't see it. Like, New Hampshire is a place to retire to, I think. And it has a lot of natural beauty in nature. Retrix, I'm officially about to turn that to a $50 super chat. That's gonna be... I got, you know what? I'm gonna update the FAQ when I have time. I'm gonna update the channel FAQ. That's what I'm gonna do after I'm done with my other work. That's what I'm gonna... It's okay, Retrix. It's okay. It's okay. That's all right. Holy shit, the Great got 400,000 views in the past 5 hours. Jesus Christ. I'm not interrupting this. No, I'm gonna let that shit ride. What the fuck? Oh, check this. Look at this. Oh, what the fucking great. That's great. Look at this. Look at my subscriber. Look at this. Look at this. My subscriber numbers have been like, yeah. See this? Subscribers going down. Minus 281. Minus 281. Minus 108. Plus 76. Minus 281. Minus 249. And then the fucking great, bro. I gained 600. I gained 1,400, 1,600 in a single fucking day. It like literally just wiped out the entire month of losses off of the great. The power. I'm not touching that channel. I'm not touching my main channel. Let that shit ride. Let that shit ride. Look at this. Look at this. Like this is usually in the gutter. So the green is, look at this, revenue. Like, this is usually like $50 a day. Okay, that was a day I did a live stream. I probably got, this is a day where I got like $200 in donations plus normal revenue. This is like a $50 day or a $40 day. That's like another $200 day, $40 day. And then you go up here and like, look at this grade. Look at this shit. Like, why, not only is it making more money, but it's making more money per view. YouTube is paying me to make shitty content. I just want to point that out. Like, all those days where I made like 50 or 80 bucks, those were days where Paul posted a board repair video. Those were days where I was covering right to repair. Those were days where I was covering the FTC finally growing some balls and going after companies that are screwing the American consumer. Those were days where I was covering Google's case with the Department of Justice. Those were days where, let's like, what was I posting these days? Like, those were days where I was covering Apple authorized store closures and how they were dealing. Now, that was a day where I went over the Massachusetts right to repair bill being blocked by a lawsuit that's been going on for 2 years. That was it. Like, that was me covering MacBook Pros killing themselves based on the SSD buck converter going bad because its failure mode is, instead of short to ground, to send 12 volts to the SSD. That was me posting board repair videos. That was me, Paul posting a board repair video. Like, what else? Like, all of that. Like, nobody gives. Like, they want Apple running out of spare parts for their own repair centers. Being an early adopter of framework. Tesla's changing their course on warranty replacements for customers, which is kind of a right to repair issue, but more of a warranty issue. A DMCA interview with Nathan Proctor. One Wheel's ghosting. Going over the DMCA because I am paying a lobbyist to go over specific parts of the DMCA that are broken and try to exclude them. That you get punished. For posting that shit, that you get punished. We will hold you accountable and responsible for making the content that your users subscribe for. Post some stupid shit. Oh, we're gonna make sure everybody gets spammed with that shit. Look at that. Look at this graph. Look at this graph. YouTube is actually retarded. This platform is fucking retarded. I don't know how else to put it. Like, posting content that my users like and care about. Posting stuff that, again, I read my comments. People do not like that video. Like, the comments are like a 10-to-1 ratio of people saying, this is a retarded video, you're an asshole, this, that, and the other. And this is what happens. This is what happens. Again, I've told you guys over and over again, like, I'm not above selling out. You know, people will post this in my comments all the time. Lewis, you don't sell out. I respect you for not selling out. No, you don't understand. Just because I never had the opportunity to sell out does not mean I'm not a sellout. Just because nobody has ever come up to me and said, Lewis, would you like to make $900 a day for posting bullshit to the internet instead of posting your normal content? Just me. It's not that I'm a good guy. It's that opportunity has never been available. If that opportunity is made available, I mean, listen, I'll fucking take it. Most people that say that they would not sell out are people that have never had the opportunity to sell out. I did a video on that just last week. What's the last time you had a burrito? Actually, yesterday, and I really shouldn't have had the burrito because it was filled with carbs, and I feel really, 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 really guilty for having done it. I should not have done that. But I did have a burrito, and thank you very much. You know what's funny is let me tell you a funny story. So I go out with a new friend and his friends, and I said, we agreed, I said, don't worry, I'll get this one. And he's like, okay, I'll get the next one. We went to a cheap taco place and I paid the bill. And the next day he goes to Soho House, which is like this $3,000 a year club where breakfast for each person is like $50 and he pays it. And I would have offered to pay, but it was just, I don't know, it was funny how that, I didn't plan for it to work out that way, but it worked out that way, and I feel like kind of a cheap fuck. I feel like I did a video on selling out here. Did I do a video on selling out? Here we go. Yeah, so when it comes to selling out, like I did that video here a while back where I said again, becoming a sellout should be an option for you. Like, I'm not some holier than thou dude. I'll sell out. I will, under the right circumstances, though. Under the right circumstances. As long as you weren't choosing the restaurant. Yeah, he did it. He invited us to that place. Like, I did not demand that we go to the Soho House. What's your method for avoiding carbs or unnecessary sugars later at night? Not eating them. not eating them. There's no method. You just don't do it. And since I've no sellout and I've had the opportunity, and I feel like a bit of a sellout. I'm a bit of a sellout, but I'll take it. I'll take it. If the price is right, yes. That's what's wrong with the algorithm. I know some YouTubers have a channel for controversial topics. Know it's a 90% chance it won't get monetized. Yeah, sad. We don't care to know how we're being screwed over and possible solutions to show us the damn great. And you said no one watches repair videos. Oh, they don't. Oh, they don't. Oh my God, they do not. Nobody watches that garbage. What is this? Junk. What else we got here? We got some. Oh my God, this is what a fucking fail. And to be clear, no offense, this is not Dan. Dan is a good dude. He did a good video. He is a good narrator, and he's an amazing border repairman. He's better than me. This is a joke. That's not even 0.5% of my audience. That's not even a half of a percent. This over here, that is a half of a percent. Right there, that's actually maybe 0.55%. This over here is maybe like 0.6%. That's, okay, that is not even 0.5. That's 0.499. Like, nobody watching this shit. Who gives a fuck on how to make money? Why learn how to make money doing something valuable? The algorithm really does randomly resurface old stuff. Where was I? Go down? The reason I don't watch those is because I use Windows machines. At this point, you should just make a separate channel for border repairs. I'm so sorry for not watching ever since I got a job. It's okay, Ultra Noob. I forgive you. No one watches because there is no consistency. No consistency in what? Every border repair is a different story. Like, every border repair is going to have a different story to it, you know? Like, there's no such... I can't formulaically do a border repair video. Hear me out. Teach Clinton how to solder and repair a Mac. You'll be a millionaire in a week. I know. If I come up with a system to teach cats how to do component level border repair without doing a video, I would be a millionaire in a week. What's the quality content getting? Oh, true. Mr. Clinton is actually one of my best performing videos. Let's see. Okay, yeah, check this out. Look at quality content. Look at this shit. That little fucker. Look at this little bastard. Look at this little dude. Also, you know what the funny thing is? Mr. Clinton has a way higher CPM than my other videos. So not only does he get more views than my other videos, but the CPM on that video was crazy. This video made way more money per individual view than like 99% of my content. I would say that the CPM on this is probably quadruple that of my other content. So let's see, how much money? Of course it was. Holy fuck. Mr. Clinton made $2,800 in a single fucking video. Like, what the fuck? Look at that. Look at that little asshole. That little prick. He cost me $4,000 in surgery when he was fucking with my baseboard heating. And he was trying to, like, he was fucking with that, and he was fucking with a light fixture, and he wound up falling on it, and he sliced his leg. And every vet said it would be $300 to amputate his leg in one place called Blue Pearl Veterinary Hospital that had a very quirky dude. He said that we could try to reattach it. We could attempt to reattach his leg, but it's $3,500 plus probably $1,000 in aftercare. And he's like, he said, and I quote, "I think I can make this work." And a part of me is like, I like your attitude. So I gave him a chance, and he reattached Mr. Clinton's leg, and it's better than ever. But one of his legs is smaller than the other in the back, and that's why. Hi. Clinton. That cat. That fucking cat. I love that cat. I love that cat. I love that cat. He's adorable. The CPM on that was like 4 or 5 times that of every other video that I do. I don't know what it is, but cat videos pay really, really well. Not everyone has to like every video you make. I never said that. I never said everybody has to like everything I make. But 0.5% viewership is like a waste of time. That's it. Lewis, years of experience, sweat equity, and sacrifice to make good change. Clinton, hold my beer. You're brainy. I think in the middle of the woods you'd be industrious. I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. If someone would pay me to fart into a microphone, I'd start right now. As long as people are paying. I would do that too. Why not? Blue Pearl here is kind of a joke, being 1,000 of bribed vets into doing anything. Again, there's a lot about Blue Pearl that's not good. The one thing that I like is they will take on projects that the Apple Store won't. So, I'll do board repair if they won't, and they'll reattach a leg when every other vet says that they are gonna cut it off. I'm not gonna cut off Mr. Clinton's leg. I paid the $4,000 to have it reattached. Great video. Paul, stop giving me money. I appreciate it, though. Thank you, Paul. I think Eli may be correct about your future. Crazy, great crap video. I'm able to crap out of it. I would do if I had the chance ever. Honestly, it's perfect timing because if I'm going to be focusing on this new job and going to these new conferences, I'm not going to have time to create YouTube content. But who cares? I'll let the great do its thing. No consistency is your killer. No, it's not. I've heard this from a really long time that you need to be consistent or else. But this channel got to 1.6 to 1.7 million off of being inconsistent. I refuse to believe that something that worked for 5 or 6 years just magically stops working without there being some sort of tweak or change to the way the algorithm works. It's not like I was consistent all this time and then in February of 2022 I wasn't. I would completely understand it if I had a consistent schedule. Every Monday at 8 p.m. there's a board repair live stream. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. there's me ranting about Apple. Every Friday at 8 p.m. there's a random live stream. I would get it, but there's never been any consistency to this. This has always been a steaming random pile of shit. Just throw us some travel streams every once in a while. Yeah, I'll do that on this channel. I'm consistent. I am consistent in my inconsistency. I am an ACM member and they are serious dudes. They can't be that serious if they're using an acronym. You guys know how I feel about acronyms. But actually, I do have to learn about the ACM conference, in all seriousness. That's on my list. So I got a bunch of different conferences. So let me give you an idea of my plan, right? So I'm going to be attending DEF CON, attending the Hope Conference, but I also have a bunch of other conferences here. And here's my goal. What I'd like to do, and you tell me what you think of this. This is just one part of a multi-pronged plan. I would like to reach out to academics and professors at highly reputable universities that understand and agree with our mission, to get referrals to PhD students who have projects that might be worthy of grant funding. We can find these people at various conferences, we can go to their sessions, ask about their ideas, and maybe their advisors will be there. The idea is to get more people to understand what we're doing and expand the network of highly talented and capable people that know what we do, that we exist, and that our inbox and wallet is always open to great ideas. What website is being used for planning? Planlist.io, and for fuck's sake, don't tell me to change the platform, because I'm not doing that. I put enough shit into this. I know everybody likes to throw shit at each other over platforms, why are you driving a Ford? Why are you driving a Chevy? You should get this. It's I'm not changing my platform. I'm using that platform. I started on it. It works. It's good enough. I'm sticking with it. I'm part of the LRG Discord, and we are some serious dudes. What's LR? Oh God. Stop with the acronyms. All right. Now take your normal phone to TEFCON, take a burner. We'll see. Currently air frying some chicken. Interesting. YouTube's pushing short videos to promote their shorts feature. The thing is, that's not a short, Ann. That video that I did is not a short. It's something, but it's not a short. Very strange. But I love quality content. What do you think of Clinton and quality content, Ann? Listen to that little kid. Hi. Clinton. Yeah, tell me more about ACM if you have a chance. Well, I got it. Association for Computing Machinery, Bioinformatics, Computational Biology, and Health Informatics. Do you support OnlyFans? People making money off of themselves? I don't think it should be illegal. I would prefer that if you're going to make money off of yourself, that it not be based off of the lowest common denominator. I wouldn't want my daughter using OnlyFans. I think OnlyFans should be legal. I just think that if you're going to the lowest common denominator to make money, that part is degrading. Is there nothing else about you that's worth money other than having thirsty... It's something weird about it. You have the type of man that's going to use OnlyFans is really like, he's really lonely. He's incapable of getting access to sex. You're never going to sleep with him, no matter how much money he gives you. It's just weird. And it's like a lot of it isn't even porn. I mean, like, it's a weird parasocial relationship dynamic. Like, at least with Pornhub, I have no, if you use Pornhub or you use Usenet and you download Katja Kassan's library from 2004, it's like, there is no illusion that you have a relationship with the person. But OnlyFans and shit like that, it really starts to set up this dynamic where you think you have a relationship with the person, and it's so fucking unhealthy. Like, it walks up to the line, it doesn't go over the line, but it walks up to the line in a really weird way. I don't know, it's weird, you know? Like, if you want to exploit incels for profit, like, I think it should be legal, but it's not everything that's legal. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. Just because you have the freedom to do it, I would say, it doesn't mean it's a good thing. You know, there's a lot of things you should be free to do, but I don't think that it's a good thing that you do them. Your proposal seems vague for anybody to know what that means. It's not a proposal, it's a fucking shortened to-do list, bro. It's a to-do list. It's a to-do list with shorthand. It's not a proposal. I'm not proposing to you. Okay. Let's see. I'm actually considered trolling OnlyFans by letting board fan repair and then repairing fans on OnlyFans. You have extreme anxiety. I have. You deal with it by working. I deal with it by working. I do something else. I do something to distract me. I agree, I don't like to promote the moral low point of society. It's very weird. Yeah, when you're taking a bunch of different ideas in your head and organizing it, you're not writing a proposal. Also, you're not my target audience, Tails. I actually think that short videos under 2 minutes, unless it's from someone I subscribe to and want to watch. I'm a certificated flight instructor. You want to fly? I don't want to fly. No, I don't like flying. They always lose my luggage. You'll find the best students that are uncompromised by their FANG ambition by just going to these events. True. Again, I make shit up as I go. I throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Wall of shame, unencrypted internet traffic. Ooh. Public. Let's see. Everyone is talking about Rivian and Loose, but no one talks about the charging network, Electrify America, and here we go. Because they're really bad, David. If you want to fly, learn to do powered paragliding. I'm not doing flying. How much money would it take for you to go skydiving? Don't want it. You like Abbott Land better or DeSantis Land? Abbott Land has better economic opportunity for me. I like the appearance of Florida better. Have you practiced your conference speech? No, because I haven't written it yet. So if you take a look over here. Right speech is not done. I gotta do that later. It attracts stalkers and psychos with rifles. I don't get the appeal as a content creator for OnlyFans. The appeal is getting to make $22,000 a month without having to lift a finger, do real work. You know, like, you don't have to think about shit. You don't have to lift shit. Like, you show up, you take pictures of your feet, you talk to people that don't have social connections with the outside world, that haven't had sex in their life, and then you have $16,000 a month deposited in your bank account. Like, that's the appeal. I'm just saying I don't think it's worth it. I think that you should aspire to greater than that. Associates for temp employment are below OnlyFans. You're welcome to have any dumb opinion that you want. It's pretty dumb. Like, again, if you work at Good Temps and you're taking orders and typing it into a system, that is not the same thing for several reasons. So, A, if you're a temp at Good Temps and you're typing delivery orders into a system, you're getting people their refrigerator delivered, you're getting the stove delivered, you're a part of why the supply chain works. You're getting real products to real people. And the likelihood of you being stalked, the likelihood of you convincing somebody that a relationship exists that isn't there when they're already probably mentally ill and need a fucking therapist is really much lower with that. So again, you're welcome to your own opinion, but you're also welcome for me to call you a moron, because that's a pretty stupid opinion. The idea that somebody that's doing work that benefits society in a real true, in a tangible way, like this lumber is getting delivered to this place to build a house, that if you're a part of that, to say that that person is below a person that's like taking a picture of their feet and then sending private messages to somebody, or like having private Skype sessions with somebody to make it feel like they have a friendship when they really don't, to somebody that, let's face it, if you're paying $100 a month to see pictures of somebody's feet, probably fucked in the head. Nah. Good luck. Let's see if you'd apply that to your own daughter. Something tells me that's not how you parent your own daughter. I'm fairly certain that if your daughter had two choices in life, like make $3,000 a month working at Good Temps, or make $5,000 a month having a parasocial relationship to people that you private message on your off time and send pictures of your feet to, I'm pretty sure you'd want to have this and not that. Hell, if it was your wife or your girlfriend, like which one would you rather they do? Like we live in such a fucked up ass clown world nowadays that you can't say that. It's a fucking clown world for us to even be having this conversation. What is your target audience? People that don't post stupid shit in a YouTube chat at midnight. Why don't you like to fly? Because I don't want to have to rent a shitty car when I get out of the plane. What kind of speech you're going to be giving? Some right to repair bullshit. The last one that I gave, I literally just fucking made up. I didn't have a speech, and I paused for about 2 or 3 minutes. I paused for about 3 or 4 minutes. 3 or 4 seconds, and then I just made up a pile of shit. Let me see if I can find that speech. Where is that speech? Here we go. It's surprising how bad the search feature on YouTube can be at times. Did I find this?
You know, this getting a phone or other...
Okay. Where is this? Jesus Christ. This is... You're really going to make me find this video manually? You're going to make me find it manually, aren't you? You're going to make me find this shit manually, aren't you? Like the last speech that I did, I think I may have creatively edited this so that the 3 seconds that I just spent staring at the audience before I just completely made up everything that I had to say was out of it. Here we go. So
I know we have a couple of members who have really tight schedules, but I want to turn to just somebody we did a forum on this last year, and my jaw was dropping the folks that are out there really fighting to make this happen.
Read the Spark Notes, you're lucky. You had to read it
on this issue. Lewis, please.
Let's see if I can show you where the edit is.
Has anybody here had to read A Streetcar Named Desire in high school?
I made that shit up, like literally as I walked up there.
You're lucky. Here had to read A Streetcar Named Desire in high school. Okay. Most of you probably got to read the Spark Notes, you're lucky. So
I got a couple of laughs. Again, I have to open up with something that gets a couple of laughs so they're actually interested. Because if you're reading off of a piece of paper, they all ignore you. And I actually needed the people that were in this room to vote favorably on this fucking bill, because they never have in the past.
On this issue, Lewis, please.
She's an assembly person that was sponsoring it. This is all made up bullshit.
Has anybody here had to read A Streetcar Named Desire in high school? Okay. Most of you probably got to read the Spark Notes, you're lucky. So there's a saying at the end of it that Blanche says. It's something along the lines of, I've always relied on the kindness of strangers, and I want to come back to that in a moment. So I have a repair shop in Manhattan that employs 12 people. Most of the people that work here barely graduated high school, did not go to college, did not get amazing grades, yet they are very, very talented at taking a 10-layer circuit board that has thousands of components on it, and within 5 to 10 minutes figuring out exactly what's wrong with it. And these people who are unauthorized, uncertified in every single way, who got C students throughout high school, are responsible for us having a better rating than any Apple store in a 20-mile radius on Google Maps and Yelp, which I'm very proud of. Now, many people may wonder, why are we here? If you're already doing very well, why do you need a bill passed? And what most people don't understand is what we have parts, and I buy to fix their devices, come from random Romanian FT that we would be able to get access to that thing that just 20 that goes bad on the motherboard. We're going to chop them up into pieces. So
I don't know why the lady on the left keeps smiling.
Take them out in their clothes and then sell them to everybody else so that we can get access to a charge chip so that you can pay $200 to get your device fixed rather than $1,500 to $2,000 at Apple. Asking to be able to rely on something relies on the kindness rather than $1,500 to $2,000 at Apple. This entire industry relies on the kindness of strangers, and we are asking to be able to rely on something more novel than that, an add to cart button. The ability to do what people in every other industry do, which is simply go to a website, source a part, and then purchase it to be able to do what we do. We are electronics repair techs and computer nerds. We're not trying to be Nicolas Cage's character in Lord of War, but that's what it's like to be able to do our job. And many...
A smile gets you votes. It truly. You can get somebody to smile and look the other way to avoid smiling for the camera, you get a vote. That's why this shit got voted 145 to 1 in the assembly. You gotta get people to smile. But like, it has to be a speech that takes people off. It's like flirting. You have to take people off guard a little bit. You got to get them to laugh a little bit. The thing is, I can for a 2-minute speech, I could just make this shit up as I go. Like, I can make it up and you won't be able to tell that I'm making it up. Like I don't know how the fuck I got the streetcar named Desire shit. I don't know why I pulled that out of my ass. I don't know where that came from. But like, if I'm giving a talk for an hour, I actually have to prepare something. Like, I can't just pull shit out of my ass for an hour. It'll be obvious that I was pulling shit out of my ass for an hour. I can't do that. But it would be cool to be able to pull shit out of my ass for an hour. I wish I had that. Did you see how much Amaranth makes? I'm not going to look at that because it's going to fucking depress me. What is the software links? What software are we talking about? Don't worry about the planning software. If I tell you what planning software it is, you're just going to argue with me and tell me I should be using something else, and I'm going to wind up timing you out because I'm salty. No, you're just going to tell me to use a different piece of planning software. That's how this always works. What platform do you use? Why don't you use this one instead? It's like distro wars in Linux. Who would date an OnlyFans model? Not me. Not me. Fuck that. I used it for a temp agency. They work us like slaves. They fire us. We don't keep up. We would be able to earn 1K a month. Go to a better temp agency then. Good Temps is much better for me. Thank you, Waffles. I appreciate that. Maybe somebody is sabotaging right to repair agenda, so they messed up your algorithm on purpose. I don't think that there's that much of a conspiracy theory against me. One of the things that I get from watching Destiny is that the world is, the world is not the way it is because of some radical conspiracy. It's usually just a bunch of stupid things happening that are independent of one another that just so happen to get us where we are. I really, like, somebody is not sitting there going ha 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 and like suppressing my content on YouTube. Could be just be a bit boring. I'll let them keep replying. They're great though. You self-taught or schooled? Self-taught mostly. I would question why people want to look at people's feet. True. Me too. Me too. It would be funny karma if they then tried to ruin him, then accidentally rigged it to make him 1,000 a day with a great video. I don't think anybody at YouTube knows how the AI works. This really smart woman that used to be my friend, she showed me a book that was written on artificial intelligence and author work, and the guy worked at Google for a while, and he probably is responsible for 99% of this stuff. And I forget the name of the guy, but there's like one person that probably is responsible for 99% of Google's artificial intelligence stuff, and everybody else there probably has no idea. Who said I'm unsatisfied? I don't know who you are, Derek, so I don't know what you're talking about. Are you super young and have an open relationship? I don't believe in open relationships. That shit's weird to me. If it works for you, like if it works for you guys, then great. By all means, if it works for you. But it doesn't work. But I'm not into that. Sexy man. I actually asked out the reporter that was recording that, but that did not work out. She's doing black magic and using your body as an amplifier. That's a great speech. It wasn't a speech. I made that shit up. Like, a speech is something that you prepare and then you recite. That's like pulling shit out of my ass. That's not doing your homework. I don't think they virtue signaled, Jessica. Like, they voted on it. Like, the vote on that bill was 145 to 1. So the people that I was speaking to, like, they didn't virtue signal. They voted on it favorably. Lewis will end up dating some repair lobbyist he meets in some state legislature. That's kind of weird. So, Lewis thinks he's not affected by ongoing clown world conspiracies. Go back to Tim Pool, man. Get out of here. If you want to have a hyper, what's the word I'm looking for? If you want to believe that the world is much simpler than it is, if that helps you out, then go for it. But no.
His videos do well on other platforms for that platform, do worse on YouTube's. Huh? Again, if an algorithm is, I just don't believe I'm important enough for somebody to be sitting there at YouTube and saying, let's suppress right to repair content. It doesn't make any sense to me. Occam's razor says it's probably just something else. I already watched the Shaw diversity video. It was interesting. I watched that video. But I still don't think it's like somebody sitting there and saying, like, let's fuck with him specifically. Like, it's something else other than that. Like, it's not they. Who are they? Like, do you really think that there's somebody at YouTube that's going up to him and saying, like, I am going to specifically fuck with him in this specific way? Or there's just some error or glitch in how the algorithm works? Like, which one seems like more likely to you? Or let's just take this into account, right? Do you think that there's an actual human being at YouTube that's coding something that says, let's fuck with Lewis by recommending this video to everybody? Like, let's come up with do you really think somebody's just sitting there and like pushing buttons and pulling levers to make my homeless great video be the most popular video on my channel? Or do you think that the algorithm is just kind of fucking glitchy and that nobody at Google understands how the fuck it works? Because there's probably 5 people working at Google that actually understand AI. And even the people that understand it don't really understand it. They understand it just enough to start creating something, but not enough to have true full control over it. Like, which one makes more sense to you in your heart of hearts? You were telling people they could have control of their products and to a large extent their futures and minds. I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm surprised there are humans at YouTube. There's very few humans at Google, honestly, that actually do this type of stuff. I don't even like that this laptop uses Windows 10 at all. I used to use Linux, but I can't use DaVinci Resolve in Linux unless I have a dedicated GPU, which this doesn't. I'm keeping it at Windows 10. Don't touch that channel, that's awesome. Oh yeah, dude, I'm not touching that. That fucking grade is gonna do what it does. Windows 10 makes me sad. Me too, man. Me too. Because someone against right to repair knows someone at Google. I just don't think that's the case. Because then again, conversely, you then also have to explain the grade. Like, that would have to mean that somebody at Google says Subway grates. It had to be somebody that would actually code something to make videos about Subway grates become as popular as they are, and it doesn't add up to me. Something's weird about it. What about 10? I answered that question 40 seconds ago, Retrix. Rewind 40 seconds. Okay, it's about time for me to get out of here. Time for me to get out of here. I'll see you all later, alright? I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. It's a pleasure and an honor, as always. I hope to see you all later. And that's that. That's that. Gonna get some rest. Gonna take a shower. Way too sweaty. And we'll be out of here. I probably won't be doing a meetup in Texas this time around. I got a lot of shit to do in the next day and a half. I probably won't be doing a meetup in Texas this time around. Next time, though. And I'm going to be back, like, literally in a week or so. I'm going to be back here in probably a week. Anyway, see you guys later.